Rose. Rose Tattoo.
Hi sir, good afternoon. Sir, ano pong reaction ng palasyo dun sa statement ng Amnesty International na nanawagan sa United Nations na imbestigahan yung patuloy na extrajudicial executions po dahil sa drug war na isinusulong ng administrasyon?
I think it is incorrigible on the part of the UN Amnesty International to make that call. It keeps on calling for an investigation ever since. But the fact remains that the basis for their call is factually wrong. They're saying that there have been murders in this country, as if all those who were killed in the police operations have been intentionally slaughtered or killed by the policemen. But as we have repeatedly said, these are the result of legitimate police operations, and those subject of this process have resisted violently, hence confrontation results, and under the law, the police officers are entitled to self-defense.
Ay sir, meron silang sinight na isang kaso na yung suspect bugbog sarado based sa kanilang naging investigation, pero sa report daw po ng PNP ay nanlaban. Ano po yung masasabi niyo sa mga ganong insidente?
The presumption of regularity in the course of public functions is there. That is what the law says. Now, they have investigated differently, then they should have filed a case. Did they file a case? No.
So sir, pwedeng
They should have filed a case against the policeman, and we would have welcomed it. As the president says, we will not tolerate any police abuse,
So,
because
sir,
there will always be hell to pay for them.
So sir, welcome sa inyo sakaling tulungan ng Amnesty International yung ilang pamilya ng biktima ng sinasabi nilang extrajudicial
But they don't have to help, because the family, we have our own organizations of human rights here. They can always assist them. We have PAO, government agency, precisely to help poor litigants. We have the IBP, free legal services. They can always go there. The problem is this: Amnesty International is politicizing the so-called extrajudicial killings in this country. So there is bias, there is prejudice. So we'd rather have our own groups here, protective of human rights, to help those who feel that there has been police abuse in the matter of police operation.
Thank you.
Okay, may follow-up. Pia Gutierrez.
Sir, is it the policy of the administration to dismiss criticisms from international groups?
No, we're responding precisely. That is my response. Let our own group assist our own Filipinos. We don't need them. We have a battery of human rights activists in this country. We don't need interference from any other human rights group. They cannot be belittling our own human rights groups here. They've been very busy. They've been very active in helping our countrymen who feel that they've been subject of an abuse coming from whoever.
Sir, when does the palace consider a report like this on the...
What? Consider palace what?
When does the palace consider a report like this from an international group about the administration's human rights record, not politicized, not biased?
Obviously, it's biased because They keep on saying that we have 27,000 deaths when that is not true. We've been asking them, show us. You give us the figures, then show us the facts and the circumstances surrounding all these 27,000 deaths. Who are these people? Under what circumstances were they been murdered or killed? But they cannot present simply because they accept false reports and false narratives coming from those who are against this administration.
Sir, you were talking about the presumption of regularity on supposed police killings, but
Yes.
Amnesty International is saying that these killings are not investigated by the police because they rely on the presumption of regularity.
No, for every death occurring in any police operation or arrest, the policemen involved are administratively charged, and that is recorded. Either they're administratively charged or a criminal complaint is filed against them, and it's for them to present their side.
Last na lang, sir. Will the palace look at the cases of killings in Bulacan, which the Amnesty International is now identifying as the new killing field in the Philippines?
Bulacan?
Yes, sir.
This is not the one involved where a 3-year-old was... Iba yan, oh. Oh, what is about Bulacan? Parang ngayon ko na narinig.
They're saying that marami na daw pong mga abusive operations in the past 18 months. There were, the Amnesty International supposedly examined 20 killings in Bulacan from May 2018 to April 2019, which led to 27 deaths.
I think the victim should file appropriate criminal charges. Unless they file it, we will never know the truth behind those reports.
Will the palace look into these cases?
They have to file complaints. Like the subject victim should file the appropriate charges with the police or to us or to the local government officials so that we will know.
Salamat, sir.
Celerina. Microphone. Jinky, pabot ng microphone. Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hi.
Sir, since the palace did not want international human rights groups to meddle into the affairs of the state, is it possible to, or will the palace support any move to at least strengthen the capability of our own Commission on Human Rights to go after these people or government agents who allegedly committed human rights violations?
We are precisely supportive of any victim of alleged police abuse to file so that we will know exactly their complaint and so that the legal process will start rolling.
But how about the CHR, our own CHR? Kasi some of, or I think most of the victims go to CHR. However, the CHR lacks budget and they
No, I
don't
don't
have,
think so.
they're not that yung toothless, parang toothless to go after.
I disagree. What is wrong with them is it has been politicizing these killings. Who else? The CHR in its head.
So meaning our CHR is not the right agency wherein these alleged victims of human rights should go to.
That's their job. Then they should do their job.
But
If they want to increase in budget, they can lobby Congress. That's for Congress, not with the executive department.
do you think there is a need to amend the law regarding the CHR?
I don't know
since
about
they
them.
don't have prosecution.
It's them that should decide whether or not the law gives them strength or makes them weak. They should do their homework. They cannot be relying on the executive. Precisely, the Constitution has given independence to this body. Kaya dapat sila ang... They should do their homework.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, follow-up or other issue? Joseph.
Sir, sabi niyo po kanina, clarification lang. Sabi niyo kanina, AI shouldn't intrude in our affairs because we have enough human rights activists who
Yeah.
can investigate. So you're fine with CHR investigating these deaths?
They can always, whatever findings they have, they can always give it to the other human rights group. They could share. And then they file. You know what is important to us? You should file a case. You cannot be politicizing, running to the media and making report without facts, without a formal complaint. Otherwise, those are mere allegations and designed to besmirch the reputation of this administration.
Okay, sir. So okay with investigating and then basta magfa-file na afterwards?
O yung mga victims sa mag-file.
Of course.
Kaya sila ang complainant eh.
Thank you, sir.